sweeties, it's your girl Candy, and you're watching Sweet Addictions TV. Yes, honey. So what's the business? How have y'all been? You been good? You been good, chill? Honey, I know y'all like bitch up here with this Cynthia Bailey fro, child. Listen, my hair was all cute earlier today when I went to the dentist. And I had bantu knots, and they was all curly and pretty. And then, bitch, it rained. And I had my umbrella. And one big-ass gust of wind blew my whole fucking umbrella back. All the fabric flew off. And I was just sitting there with a skeleton of the motherfucking umbrella. So, poof, puff, bow. My hair said, bloop. So, it was either go ahead and throw a headband on, scrunchie on, and pat this fro down. Like, I wasn't gonna get no video today, honey. And I had already promised on Facebook and Twitter that I would do a real review, since I didn't give y'all a real review on the last one. But shit, ain't nothing really happened on the last episode. Y'all may catch me talking, and I may stop for a minute because I got my Invisaligns today. And they don't hurt. My teeth don't hurt, but the bottom of the Invisalign is irritating the fuck out of the bottom under my tongue, like it's scraping it, so that shit hurts. So I'm gonna have to call them and see if they can file that down or something tomorrow. But anyway, okay, so when I walked in, Kenya and Miss Lawrence, they was talking. I caught the ass end of that, so they were talking about her basically confronting Apollo or whatever. That's all I caught on that. But anyway, so everybody gets ready to go to the cave, and Candy and Todd are in the car with Cynthia, Peter, and Kenya, right? So, and I think Lawrence is in there, I'm not sure. And they start talking, and basically Candy and Todd, they both said, well, they haven't really been planning a wedding. They were hoping to get married soon, but they haven't been planning a wedding because, hell, they don't know what to plan for. They don't know if the family's gonna show up, or, you know, if they're gonna show up and be all stank with their damn self. Nobody knows. So then Peter was like, yeah, but you need to check that, because then he's going to start getting frustrated. And he was like, you know, I already am. And he was basically like, you need to put together a plan. And she was like, what you mean? And he was like, you need to put together something. Who cares if she says she don't want to go? You need to tell her, mama, this is what we're going to do to work this out. He said, because eventually I'm going to get fed up. And I'm like, oh, all right, Todd, bitch. He was like, you know, you need to work it out. Otherwise, I'm gone. And I feel Todd, because, you know, it's kind of fucked up. But you don't disclose all that with other folk, child. Especially folks y'all just got into it with. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, honey. Like, I need you to sit down with that. Discuss that somewhere else. Or don't discuss it on a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you get your motherfucking asses home and say it with your woman, and maybe even with her mama, but not in front of, you know, the others. You know what I'm saying? Pat my motherfucking bro, nigga. Pat my motherfucking bro. Anyway, so Kenya told everyone to wear swimsuits, and because they were all going to this this cave, and I guess they were supposed to be swimming, you know, in the lake. She called it the Fountain of Youth, some shit. And who said it? Somebody said, was it Nene? Talking about she need to jump her whole ass in there. I'm like, Nene, I know that didn't come from you. I'm hoping it didn't come from you. Tell me I'm wrong. Was it Portia or somebody who looked younger than this bitch? Tell me that's who said it, not somebody who, you know, honey. But anyway, so everybody was like looking around. Nobody wanted to take their clothes off. She was like, well, what's going on? I told everybody to wear swimsuits so we can go swimming. So Apollo, he takes his shit off, but nobody still gets in. And he's staring Kenya's ass down, honey. I'm talking about like, nigga, if they would have went down a little bit, that nigga's dick was probably hard. And so the dude was like, well, are you coming? Because, you know, he had on the water stuff. And she was like, no, he's waiting on me. You know, so then a couple people got in. They swam, and they got the fuck out. All right. Then, which I'm mad that Real Housewives, they fucking with us, y'all. Because remember a while ago when they first went on the trip, they made it seem like that was the next episode was going to be the Ben Gays getting in a fight and shit. Y'all know Craig, Greg, and motherfucking Papa Smurf. They tried it. They gonna wait till the last fucking episode and shit. But anyway, so Portia and Phaedra are chilling in the pool, you know, because Kenya invited the other ladies to go with her to the shaman, basically to pray over her to make her fertile. And she started crying and talking about how she just really wants to be pregnant and all this extra shit. And then Candy, she got blessed with it too, honey. Meanwhile, Phaedra and Portia are back and they're talking about the baby boat. And they're like, well, I wonder why nobody's brought that up. It's kind of like the elephant in the room. Nobody said anything. And, you know, is it because nobody wants to make Nene upset? Which obviously it is, because they brought up everybody else does. They bring that shit up. But anyway, so, Portia was like, no, Phaedra basically said it was all Kenya's fault. I be calling the girl Kendra. It was all Kenya's fault. I'm like, now, bitch, I know you don't like the bitch, because your husband's fiending. But, how the hell was that her fault? Like, no, really. For real. I would like to know that. But anyway, so meanwhile, back at the ranch, all the ladies are bonding and crying over babies and what they wish they could have done, what they wish it wouldn't happen, and, you know, all that good stuff. It was actually a nice, touching moment with the ladies. No drama. No bullshitting. Even though people was like, Kenya took a little jab when she was like, now seeing that you ladies had a baby before you got married, you know, I can see that's an option for me too. People was like, did she just slightly tell them that they have bastard children? You know, I was like, y'all won't get that bitch a break, honey. So anyway, then it goes to a little interlude. They all on the party bus, honey. Everybody shaking that ass, shaking that ass. What? Shaking that ass, shaking that ass. What? Shaking that ass, shake. Oh, sorry. But, so then Cynthia gets up and Peter's like, yeah, baby, break it out. And this bitch busts out with 1975 Soul Train motherfucking robot. Like, this bitch did this. And he like, all this ass, bitch, you ain't gonna shake it? All this ass? You gonna let me watch all this ass get shooken and you ain't gonna shake it? So, I don't know where to cut off, but like I was saying, the fellas were, you know, smoking cigars and stuff at the bar. And then in comes Miss Lawrence and Kenya. And the first thing Apollo says is, uh-oh, here comes trouble, right? So, Kenya then walk over. She get her a cigar. She dips it in the cognac or whatever. And then Lawrence is like, oh my God, that hurt like hell. Anyway, so Lawrence was like, well, why'd you do that? And she was like, because when you're sucking on it, you'll suck the cognac instead of the smoke. And so Peter was like, you just had to say suck. Ain't nobody sucking over here, say pulling on it. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, she ordered shots for everybody. So everybody's taking shots. I think they did like 2 rounds. And then she was like, oh, I'm going to get another round of shots. And she told Paulo, help me pick out, I think it was a tequila or something. And Peter was like, oh, hell no, don't you get your ass don't you get your ass up, right? Because Peter already knew, bitch, don't do it. Paulo got his ass up anyway. Now Todd went with him. And so she was like, what are you doing? I'm in front of everybody. He does not need a chaperone. He is grown, right? So Todd, her, and Paulo go sit down, like right across from where everybody was sitting at first. And Todd was like, I'm not leaving unless my boy tell me to. Right? So there's another shot. First off, you shouldn't have got up when Peter told your ass not to get up. Then, okay, you had Todd. You told him to go. So, basically, she starts asking, like, dude, why are you lying on me? You know what I'm saying? Why lie on me like that? You know, I never offered you anything. Like, basically, I never offered up the ass to you and like that. And he was like, gonna say, well, me as a man, I felt like I could have hit it. She said, but that's how you felt. He was like, right. She said, but I never did anything like that to tell, you know, or offered up the booty, you know. And he was like, well, as a man, that's how I felt. And she was like, even when me and your wife fell out, we were still cool. Then all of a sudden, I started hearing all these lies about me or whatever. And he was like, you put yourself in that place. You put yourself in that place. And she was like, how? He said, because, you know, you threw the first jab. She said, okay, but I threw a jab. That don't mean go for the kill and lie on me. So basically, Paulo just said, Kenya never did any of that shit he said he did. She did. She never offered up the booty, never tried to give him head, all that shit that was out. He lied. He just said, as a man, he felt like he could have got it if he wanted it. So right there, I know a lot of y'all don't like Kenya, and she get on my goddamn nerves too. But on that instance, how y'all still going in on that girl? That was Paulo's ass. Y'all see how he was looking her down? I mean, damn, just because the first episode she said the nigga was fine. I'm gonna tell you like this. A lot of bitches, that's the problem. A lot of bitches check the next bitch. Check your man. Paulo shouldn't have got his ass up and walked with that bitch. even though she knew, people was like, well, she should have talked to him and his wife. Y'all knew Paulo wasn't going to admit that he lied about that shit with his wife right there. So on her end, she did what she had to do. But on his end, he should have never took his ass with her, walked up. When she came, that nigga should be like, hey, I'm about to head to the room, y'all. He should have just kept it separate. I mean, it don't make no sense. So then all of a sudden, Phaedra walks in. And she basically like, what's going on here? You know, and then it cut off. But then they showed the next episode talking about somehow she was like, oh, I figured, should I slap you? Like, what you slapping her for? You need to check your nigga. That's who you need to check, your nigga. Because if it ain't with Kendra, it's going to be with anybody else. A Kenya, whatever, the bitch. Honey, she need to check her nigga. She's too busy checking the next bitch and Kenya Moore whore. But Kenya Moore whore turned out not to be Kenya Moore whore, at least not with your man. Your man wanted her to be his little whore, but he just wanted it. Revelations. But like I said, they just leaving out the good shit. I can't wait to see the Bengays go at it, honey, because that nigga said, you will not get in my wife's face. Yes, I was like, get it, Greg, you better goddamn tell him again. You will not get in my baby's face, whore. That's exactly how Cynthia should be to Nene. You won't be in my husband's face, dear. If you have something you need to say, me and you, we work it out. But you will keep your ass out of this one. But Cynthia's full of bullshit. Greg, respect, my nigga, respect. Because even if your bitch is wrong, you still take up for her. You don't let no nigga get in her face. Yes, Greg. Yes, honey. I can't wait to see this shit. Because Peter looked a little shook. You can knock the shit out of Kenya's little gay friend and knock him down. But with Craig coming after you, you don't want that big pot belly on that ass, nigga. Love it when you come in big pot. What? Craig gonna whoop that ass. I can't wait, y'all. But what I have realized just now is whenever I'm making videos, bitch, I'm going to take this tray out of my mouth because they had to put them little buttons on the bottom. And when I talk, it's like my top teeth hit that button. Bitch, that hurts. So we're going to have to work it out. But I'll see y'all when my hair is done next. We're going to get my hair done Wednesday, child. Because I got a red carpet on the 23rd. If you're in Atlanta, you should come out. It's at Harlem Nights, I think. I'll put the flyer up at the end, child. As always, thanks for watching. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a motherfucking friend, baby, to subscribe. And follow your girl on Twitter. Yes, honey. And make sure, oh, fuck it, I'm out.